What's going on, guys? How you doing? We're on track 10 of this Kevin Sousa, Hermosa, and Free album. This is the song Tricky. I feel like I'm going to remember the song when it starts playing, and I'm thinking that this is the song... we'll see. We'll see what happens when it comes on. But I'm pretty sure I'll remember it when it starts playing. Cool. Let's get to it. Bam.
Stay off the tricky part of you. I'm wandering through my days. Aspirations are killing me, so I'll accept the blame. Yes, I'll refrain.
Tell me that you're sorry.
This is Danny Armstrong.
And everything stays under.
She's a fantastic singer. Sings for... I'll tell you.
I just feel manipulated.
And I'm burning
Beneath
your sun.
beneath your sun. I'm burning
Your sun.
beneath your sun.
And I think this is Mitch Perry on guitar.
I just feel manipulated, burning beneath your sun, burning
Beneath your sun.
I'm burning
I'm burning
beneath your sun,
beneath your sun. I'm burning
your sun,
beneath your sun. Burning
beneath your sun.
get the goosebumps. Yeah, she's great.
Let my love take us to the road again.
Take us to the
Yeah, she's sick. She's super talented singer. She's ridiculous. Super talented. I've been working with her for, she's, part of that whole crew down there. But she more recently has been touring with Postmodern Jukebox a lot, like heavily. When they're on the road the past several years, she's touring with them as one of their featured singers. Yeah, just ridiculous. I think there's at least one video that I have, a live performance video that she's on my channel. I want to say from 2019 we did a gig. I mean, we play with her like at least once a year when I was out there at least. All the jams, all the like musicians New Year's stuff. We used to do this New Year's gig where it wasn't on New Year's. It was like on a Monday or something like that. Before New Year's, and we called it Musicians New Year's because all the musicians are all working on New Year's. So it was like our own New Year's where we just played the music that we wanted and that kind of thing. So yeah, very cool. Yeah, she sings her fucking ass off. She's just incredibly talented. Super. I mean, listen to her voice, right? She's fantastic. Next to positive, that was Mitch Perry on guitar. Only because I remember hearing this song a year or two ago when they sent me all the tracks to check out. And I remember those two were on the same track together, Danny and Mitch Perry. So I never met Mitch Perry. He had his own band down there. I met his bass player once. There's a story where he sat in. So oftentimes, because I knew all these guys and they put the gigs together, and they really liked my sound and tone between my bass, my vintage bass, and also my vintage Ampegs sound fantastic. I would usually be the house bass player so that they can also get my rig, right? And I remember this guy, he came to sit in, and how I have my stuff set up is not just plug and play for some other person. So, especially because I play with flat wounds, not round wounds, although the 5-string stuff had round wounds on it. But all the 4-string stuff has flat wounds. My 4-string basses are strung with flat wounds, like old flat wounds, right? So that's the sound. And this guy came in with, I remember it was a Fender, it was probably a P bass or something like that, which is fine, but it's got round wounds. And I remember he plugged in and he's like, "This is the sound? This is the sound?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's the sound." Like, you can do what you want with it. I don't think he liked how it sounded. Even though it's like this, he probably was like, "Wow, I get to play on this vintage Ampeg. This is going to be this tube amp. This is going to sound great." And then he plugs in, he's just like, "This is a sound?" Everyone remembers that always. He's like, this is a sound?" It's like, yeah, that's the sound. Mess with the tone if you want. Yeah, I think it was probably just too bright for him because I add the brightness in because I have flat wounds. So, anyways, yeah, that was a really nice song. Really big. That is a thing that's happening on this album a lot. There's like the dynamics, and the tension, the release. There's a lot of that's happening, which is cool. I've said, you need that in music. You need it. Okay, wow. Last track. This is actually a track that we played live often, like on gigs. We played this one live. I think it's an older song of his. So these other songs I think he wrote during the pandemic. So yeah, Tabasco City. It's up next. I'll catch you then.